Hello, Ethereal Souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree and this is Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. In today's reading, we are going to be looking at a message that you need to hear right now from your spirit guides. So there are 3 groups for you to choose from on the screen. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we are going to be looking at a message that you need to hear right now from your spirit guides. We are going to go ahead and just jump straight in. We're going to start off with your tarot, and then we're going to get into your oracle cards. For pile number 1, please, Spirit, pile number 1, the collective of pile 1, please. What message does pile 1 need to hear right now? What message does pile 1 need to hear? So we are starting off strong with the King of Cups, okay? Some of you could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or have heavy water in your chart. Of course, you don't have to. We have the 2 of Wands. What message does pile number 1 need to hear right now? We have the Ace of Pentacles. What message does pile 1? And we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. So I definitely feel already, pile number 1, this message has a lot to do about the path that you are currently on in your life. I feel like some of you could already be contemplating changing directions, walking away from your current, I almost said reality, but really it's just like this current place in your life, this current state of being in your life. For some of you, this could have to do with career that maybe you're contemplating on walking away from or moving on from. This does feel like it has a lot to do about your journey, pile number 1. And we're going to get some oracles to get some further information. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Swords. So let's get some oracles to get some further information before we really get into this. Okay, for pile number 1, please, Spirit, pile number 1. What message does pile 1 need to hear right now? Okay, so we have Yin Yang. What message does pile 1 need to hear right now? And we have action. Okay, yes. So Spirit is already telling me that you are really being encouraged to move on, move forward, especially if there's already something that you have in mind, something that maybe you've been planning on moving towards, taking action towards. Spirit is saying now is the perfect time to do it. Like I said, for some of you, this could be a career change. For others of you, maybe you're planning on literally moving locations or moving houses. There's something here that I feel like your soul is definitely craving. It's something that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness and security. But it does require you to kind of move out of your comfort zone with the 8 of Cups, or move away from a position or a place of being that maybe you've been in for quite a while. And for most of you, I do feel like this is something that you already have your eye on with the 2 of Wands, something you've already been contemplating. And you know, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. And I feel like Spirit is saying now is the perfect time for you to take action on this opportunity, this new beginning that is being presented to you. With the yin and yang, this is about balance. This is a balance of feminine and masculine energy. But I'm really reading this as now is the perfect time. Now things are in perfect alignment, perfect balance for you to take action on this opportunity, this new beginning. And I know it might be a little bit scary because this does force you to, like I said, move out of your comfort zone a little bit, or it forces you to walk away from something. But this is something that is going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. And Spirit is encouraging you to get a move on. Now, I am hearing that some of you have been in the planning stages regarding this opportunity, this beginning, this idea. You've been in the planning stages, and now Spirit is saying it is time for you to start taking proactive action towards this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity, this new beginning, because things are in perfect alignment with yin yang. Things are in perfect balance, perfect harmony for you to bring in the success that I think a lot of you are craving. And it doesn't even just have to be material success. It could also be that emotional fulfillment that I was speaking of. It just feels like now is the perfect time. Pile number 1, now is the perfect time for you to take this opportunity, for you to make this move, for you to make this career change, for you to take action on an idea. You know, it's going to be a little bit different for all of you, but I do feel like a lot of you have this Ace of Pentacles in your heart. Like, this is something that you feel really called towards. This is something that your soul is pulling you towards. And Spirit is saying, now it's time. Now it's time for you to take action on this thing, because it is the perfect, like, alignment and balance and harmony within your life, but also within the energies surrounding this beginning, this opportunity for you. And I also feel like within yourself, pile number 1, you are at the perfect alignment and balance within your emotional space, within your spirituality. Like, you are showing up as the King of Cups, which means you have mastered the suit of cups, which is about emotions. And so I feel like you are also in the perfect alignment, the perfect balance for you to take action on this new beginning and really bring in that success that you're wanting, that you're craving, pile number 1. So let's get some further information here. Let's see what else. Okay, what message does pile number 1 need to hear right now, please, Spirit? What message does pile 1 need to hear right now? We have, you are good enough with full moon in Virgo. Okay, we might have some earth signs in here as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So with you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, this is Spirit saying you are ready. Okay, you are ready. I feel like a lot of you, like I said, have been contemplating something, you've been planning something, and maybe waiting for the right opportunity or the right time to get a move on with this thing. And Spirit is saying you are ready. With you are good enough. You are so incredibly ready. You are so worthy of this new beginning, this opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know how much more I can express it in pile number 1, but Spirit wants you to know that you are ready for this, okay? You have learned all of the necessary lessons. You have done all of the inner work and healing that was needed. You are ready and you are worthy of this beginning, of this change, of this opportunity. And it just feels like it's just the perfect timing for you, pile number 1. It is the perfect timing for you to walk away from what's no longer serving and move towards a new beginning, a new opportunity that is going to fill your cup emotionally. Okay. And you're ready. Like, I can't stress that enough. You're ready. Don't doubt yourself, pile 1. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your abilities. Don't doubt your strength, your courage. Like, you are ready, pile 1. You are ready. You are good enough. You are worthy. Let's see what else, Spirit, for pile number 1, please. Pile number 1. What message does pile 1 need to hear? Okay, so we have practice polish your skills by practicing regularly. Okay, so for some of you, if there's some sort of a skill or something that maybe you're learning or have learned, Spirit is saying continue to practice, continue to hone your skills, polish your skills, continue to put in that due diligence, that effort, that hard work, to just make sure your skills are top notch, you know? Don't get too complacent. I feel if there is something like a skill or something that you're doing that requires practice, don't get too comfortable. I do feel like Spirit is saying, you know, you are good enough. Like, you're good at this. Whatever this may be for you, you're good at this. You have the skills. You're top notch, but don't forget to continue to polish those skills and build upon those skills. Don't get too complacent with where you're at. Always strive for more. Always strive to become better and better and better each and every day, pile number one. But where you're at right now, Spirit is saying you're ready. Like, you have reached a certain point within, I feel like, your skill level, within your own balance, within yourself. You have reached a certain point where you are in perfect alignment and perfect balance to take action on something. And that is what Spirit is encouraging you to do, pile number one. Spirit is encouraging you to take that action now. It is time for you to come out of the planning stage, and it's time for you to start moving forward. Okay, it is time for you to really plant that seed. And for a lot of you, I feel like this first step has to do with you making the decision to walk away from something, you know? And like I said, for some of you, it could be a job, it could be a career path, it could be the place that you live, a home. It could be a lot of different things. It could even just be like a state of being, a certain way of thinking. The first step is to walk away from what's not serving you so that you can move towards this new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles that is going to bring you so much fulfillment. But I do feel like for a lot of you, there's like a skill or something of that nature that has a lot to do with this Ace of Pentacles. And Spirit is saying, you know, continue to practice, continue to put in that effort, but continue to put in that work, because you are good enough. Like, you're good at this. Pile one, whatever this may be for you specifically, you're good at this. This is with yin and yang here. I feel like this is like a part of you in a way. Like, it's a part of what makes you, you. It's like another part of you, if that makes sense. And this is something that I feel like you were meant to do in this lifetime. You were meant to experience in this lifetime. And Spirit is saying, you know, continue to put in that work, that due diligence, continue to build upon the skills that you already have. Do not get too complacent with this, pile one, not because it's something that will, like fall away from your life just as quickly as it came in. That's not the case at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like with Pentacle energy being here and the 22, which reduces to 4 or adds up to 4 in numerology, you know, that's about stability, security. So I feel like this is a new beginning in your life that could really stand the test of time. But Spirit doesn't want you to like stop your progress where it is. Continue to practice your skills, continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to evolve. Yeah, so don't get too complacent, I feel. So let's go ahead and get some tea leaves here for you, pile number one. For pile number one, please, Spirit, what message does pile one need to hear at this time, please? What message does pile one need to hear at this time? Oh, okay, so we have wishbone. A wish is granted. Lovely, pile one. So there is a wish being granted for you, pile one. And I do feel like it's this Ace of Pentacles. It's this new beginning, this new opportunity. This is something that your heart is calling you towards, pulling you towards. could have to do with a certain skill of yours, something that you're really, really good at, something that maybe you doubt yourself sometimes, maybe you doubt your skill set, but Spirit is saying you are good enough, pile one. And now is the perfect time for you to take action on this new beginning, this opportunity, something that your heart is calling you towards, pulling you towards. Your wish is being granted here. Your wish is being granted for you to finally take action, for you to finally step into this new beginning, and for you to leave the old version of yourself, the old version of your life behind. Pile number one. What message does pile one need to hear at this time, Spirit? What message does pile one need to hear? We have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So some of you may be dealing with an older man, have some sort of a relationship with an older man here. Very specific, so only take it if it resonates. The older man could be the King of Cups. We have, oh my goodness, and you know what I forgot to say at the beginning of your reading, pile number one? When I was meditating on your pile, I was being shown a rainbow. And look, we have rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Beautiful, beautiful energy, pile one. I love that. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So the hard part is over, pile one. And I feel like the hard part has a lot to do with the lessons that you've learned, especially emotionally, internally. You've done a lot of work on yourself, pile one, I feel. You've done a lot of work, and that's why you're now at the perfect time with the yin and yang for you to move forward, for you to have this new beginning, for you to take action and take advantage of this opportunity that is being presented to you, or this inspiration that has been presented to you. The most difficult part of a situation is over, and I feel like now is the perfect time. You're in perfect alignment for you to see success, happiness, emotional fulfillment through some sort of a skill that you may have, pile one. And Spirit is saying, you know, it's time for you to take action on this thing, okay? It's time for you to take action. Let's get one more. What message does pile one need to hear? Okay. That's too many. What message does pile one? Whoa, okay. We have pale, time to get out of a situation. So pile one, I feel like this is going back to that Eight of Cups. You know, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to get out of a situation that is no longer serving you, okay? It's time for you to take action towards a new beginning for yourself, something that will bring you that emotional fulfillment, that emotional satisfaction, you know? And, you know, like I said, for some of you, this could be a living situation. This could be a job. This could be a mindset, a way of being, a way of thinking. So, you know, I do feel like you'll know how that resonates for you specifically, but there's something that it's time for you to get out of, and it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to take action on this Ace of Pentacles here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have mice, discord among friends or family. So it's making me think that, you know, maybe it's a family situation that you're needing to distance yourself from. For some of you, maybe it's a father figure with the older man that you need to distance yourself from. You know, very specific messages, so only take it if it resonates. But yes, it is time for you to move forward, pile one. It's the perfect, most opportune time, and you are ready. You are so incredibly ready, pile one. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your skills. Don't doubt your capabilities. It is time. It is the perfect time. You are in the perfect time, the perfect place. You are in perfect alignment with this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity, this new beginning. So don't be afraid, pile one. You are being supported. You are being guided. And yeah, it's just, everything is just in perfect alignment. The stars are perfectly aligned for you, pile one. So don't doubt yourself. Just move forward, take that opportunity, take that new beginning, plant that seed, pile one. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, pile number 1. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and staying to the very end. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be looking at a message that you need to hear right now from your spirit guides. We are going to go ahead and jump straight in. We're going to start with your tarot, and then we're going to get your oracle cards. And let's see for pile number 2, please. Pile number 2, please, Spirit. What message does pile 2 need to hear right now, please? For pile 2, what message does pile 2 need to hear right now? Okay, so we're starting off with the 5 of Cups. What message does pile 2? We have the Knight of Swords. What message does pile 2 need to hear right now? We have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is in the exact same spot as pile number 1. So I feel like maybe for the collective, there's a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new beginnings coming in. Let's get one more for pile 2. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have a little bit of air here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you may be an air sign or have heavy air in your chart. We also have a little bit of water and earth as well. Bottom of the deck, wow, we have the King of Swords. So we have divine counterpart energy here. So for some, this could be about maybe a relationship of some sort, but we're going to get your oracles to get some further information before we get into this. Let's see. For pile number 2, please, Spirit, what message does pile 2 need to hear right now? We have Door to Value. Let's get one more of these. What message does pile 2 need to hear right now? And we also have Happy Family. Beautiful. And I love that the numbers here, we have the number 4 with Happy Family, and in numerology the 31 would reduce to number 4. So we kind of have like a synchronicity here. The number 4 could be relevant, but also number 4 is about stability and security. So, and I think that's a common theme coming through, at least with the first 2 piles, you and pile number 1. I feel like there is a new beginning or an opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles that I think will quite literally bring you a lot of financial stability and a lot of financial security. Now, for some of you, this could be an opportunity or even an idea that you may have already tried. With the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, this may have been something that you have tried before and it didn't work out the way that you planned, okay? And I feel like if that is the case, there's an opportunity for you to try again. But this time, instead of showing up as the Knight of Swords, you are showing up as the Queen of Swords, and we did have that King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me that you have almost like matured in a way, or you've learned a lot more knowledge, you have a lot more skills under your belt. You are essentially more ready this time around for this to actually work out, okay? And I feel like this is something that will not only be beneficial for you, but it will also be beneficial for your family as well, with happy family here. This is something that will bring a lot of stability, security, safety, especially in terms of finances, okay? And I do feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with something that you've tried your hand at. Maybe you rushed into things a little bit too quickly. I'm hearing maybe you didn't read the fine print. Or maybe you just, you were so excited and just so ready to try your hand at this thing, but you didn't have all of the knowledge yet that you really needed to be successful at this endeavor. And now you have that knowledge with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. You're just ready, and now I feel like is the time for you to plant this seed, and this seed will actually establish roots this time. I feel like you tried your hand at this thing before and the seed didn't sprout, it didn't root itself. And it's because with the Knight of Swords, this can be sort of an impulsive energy, moving into things really quickly. It felt like a good idea at the time, but you really weren't ready, is what I'm being told. But now, pile 2, now you are ready, and this door to value is opening up for you. And you see all of this money, all of this material wealth is just waiting for you, pile 2. Was I calling you pile 1? I'm not sure. Pile 2. It's like this door is finally opening for you, pile 2, because you're ready. You've learned the things that you needed to learn. You've matured, like you're just ready for this. And now is the time, now is the perfect opportunity for you to plant the seed that I feel like you tried to plant before, but it didn't sprout. Okay? And Spirit is also saying, don't be discouraged. Okay? There's a reason why it didn't work before. And you may already know the reason why, but if you don't, you will see the reason why. You will see the reason why it didn't work before. But it will work now, okay? It will. Let's get some further information for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Pile number 2. For pile number 2, please, Spirit, what message does pile 2 need to hear right now? What message does pile 2? We have a time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay, so with a time for healing, I feel like Spirit is saying the reason why this didn't work before was because you were not healed enough to the point where you would actually be able to maintain this thing, whatever this may be for you. Like I said, there is this sense of like you had to mature, you had to grow, you had to develop from this Knight of Swords to this Queen of Swords and that King of Swords energy. You had to go through a healing process, I feel. You had to do some inner work. You had to do maybe some purging, maybe some shadow work for some of you. And I think you're coming out of this time period of healing, if I'm being honest. I feel like you're coming out of this and there is this opportunity for you to try and plant this seed again. But I feel like Spirit is saying the reason why it didn't work before was because you still needed to heal a little bit more before you were able to fully step into this new beginning here. I feel like there were maybe certain things, it could be mindsets, it could be past disappointments or things that you were holding on to from the past. It could be attachments. It could be a plethora of things that maybe you needed to release or alchemize or just heal so that you could be fully ready to plant this seed and have it sprout and establish roots. Essentially, Spirit is saying you just weren't ready then, but now you are, pile 2. You are ready, I feel, because you're showing up as this Queen of Swords and that King of Swords. And before, you were the Knight of Swords, and you took action, and it led you to disappointment. It led you to some sort of a loss. It led you to things not working out the way that you had hoped, the way that you had planned. But now, this time around, pile 2, things are going to take off the way that you want, because this door of value is opening up to you. So for some of you, this could be like a business that you tried to start and it didn't work. It could be a certain career path or career field that you tried to pursue and it didn't work. It could even be like a specific job that you tried to pursue and maybe you didn't get that job, but now, because you're showing up as the Queen and King of Swords, the master of your suit, the master of the air energy, you are ready for this, okay? This door is opening to you because you did the work. You did the work, pile 2. Let's see, what else, Spirit, for pile number 2? What message does pile 2 need to hear right now? What message? Okay, we have children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. And we do have the happy family here with the children, So for some of you, this could have to do maybe with working with children, teaching children, healing children. We do have a time for healing. Maybe some of you are wanting to go to school to be a pediatrician, or you already work in that field. Children are significant in this message for you, pile number 2. For others of you, this could be your own children. This new beginning, this new opportunity is going to have a significantly positive impact on your children, if that resonates. Because I was feeling with happy family being here, this door to value that's opening for you is going to have such a positive impact on your family, your children, if you have any. And it could even be that maybe, for example, if you're starting some sort of a business, this is a business that you'll be able to pass down to your children. Like your children will be able to take part in this business and profit off of it. This could be you setting up your lineage for generational wealth, is what I'm feeling for some of you as well. You could be teaching your children, this business. So that is also a message coming through for some of you. Only take it how it resonates, because I know not all of you have children or even want children. For some of you, this could just have to do with the fact that maybe you want to work with children, you want to maybe heal children. I'm also hearing like mental health, because we do have a lot of sword energy, which can talk about the mind. So maybe some of you want to become some sort of a therapist for children. Or you are some sort of a therapist for children. Maybe you wanted to kind of level up in your career, or establish your own practice. Could also be the case for some of you, I'm feeling. So yeah, take it how it resonates, because a lot of messages coming through with that. So we're going to go ahead and finish off with your tea leaves here, pile number 2, for some last information that you need to hear. For pile 2, please. Pile number 2. What message does pile 2 need to hear at this time, please? What message does pile number 2 need to hear at this time? Oh, okay. So we have work, achievement, and success. Okay, so I did feel like for many of you here, this does have a lot to do with like your career, your work. So there's success here. You've been working really, really hard, I feel. Working really hard at maybe improving your skills, learning, gaining more knowledge. And this is going to pay off, pile 2. This is definitely paying off for you. You're a hard worker. I can definitely see that with the ant here. You are a hard worker, and it is about to pay off. What messages does pile 2 need to hear right now? What message does pile 2 need to hear? Whoa, okay. We have teardrops, great personal sorrow. So I think that's going back to that 5 of Cups energy, that disappointment. I think maybe you tried your hand at something and it just backfired. It didn't work out the way that you had hoped. It left you feeling disappointed. You felt this great personal sorrow here. But you know, the 5 of Cups is also a card of not all is lost. Those 2 cups are still standing upright behind you. You just have to turn around and look at them. And I think that's what you're being encouraged to do. Pile 2, just because it didn't work out before doesn't mean that it won't work out now, because I do feel like you've been on a healing journey. You've been doing the work, you've been learning, you've been gaining more knowledge, and I think you're showing up as someone who is just more prepared, someone who's ready to plant this seed and have it sprout into something that will honestly bring a lot of stability and security into your life as well as your family's life as well. We also have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. So, yeah, I do feel like a lot of you were trying to pursue something here, or are going to pursue something again here, that you just weren't ready for. You had a lot to learn. And I think you've accepted maybe criticism from maybe colleagues or people who are more experienced, or you've just accepted the situation for what it was, you know, or you should do that. You've learned from your mistakes, essentially, here with the Cup. You've learned from your mistakes. Let's get one more. What message does pile 2 need to hear? We have Moon with changes in your life. Yes, there are definitely some changes happening in your life. Pile number 2, all positive change, because your hard work is paying off. This door to value is opening up to you, and it's because you did the work, you bettered yourself, you healed, you improved your skill set or your knowledge. You continued to learn, you continued to put in that hard work, and this time around, pile 2, your hard work is going to pay off. You are going to be able to plant this seed and have it sprout into something so healing and stable, and something that's going to bring you a lot of security and just overall safety, even for children, whether these are your own children or other people's children that you're working with. There's just overall this sense of things are solidifying, things are taking root, and it's because you did the work, pile 2. Okay, it's because you did the work. So yes, your hard work is paying off. You have success coming to you. You are headed towards success. You have a lot of changes that are coming up in your life. And you know, with the Moon energy, it might seem a little bit hidden right now. Okay, you might not be able to see, you know, the next step right in front of you, but believe, trust, there is success here for you because you did the work. You improved yourself. Pile number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and staying until the very end. If you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be looking at a message that you need to hear right now from your spirit guides. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with your tarot, and then we're going to get into your oracle cards. For pile number 3, please, pile number 3, spirit, what message does the collective of pile number 3 need to hear right now? What message does the collective of pile 3? Okay, so we are starting off with the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands. Perfect. So as I was meditating on your pile, the energy of your pile, I was being shown someone being, someone having a crown sort of placed on the top of their head, like they were being recognized for something. And I was also being shown a car, which was bringing me to the Chariot in the tarot, which is about victory, moving towards victory, something that you are doing that is leading you to success and victory. And I was also being shown a beanstalk, which I found to be very interesting. It's making me think of like you're climbing the ladder towards success. This is something that I feel like you're already doing, like you're already on this path, you're already on this road. This isn't something that, Spirit is encouraging you to get started on. This is something that you're already doing, I feel, which is a little bit different from the last two groups. But let's get some more tarot before I get too far into this. We have the Seven of Wands, and let's get one more. What message does pile one need to hear? Beautiful. Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is that fast forward movement. You are being like, what's the word? Projected. You are just being like thrown full speed ahead towards success. I feel pile number 3. But let's get a couple of your oracle cards, and then we will really get started here. The word is catapulted. That's what I was trying to think of. You are being catapulted towards success, okay? It's coming very quickly with the Eight of Wands at the back of the deck. Very, very quickly. For pile number 3, please, Spirit, pile number 3, what message does pile 3 need to hear right now? We have Magician and the Mirror. What message does pile 3 need to hear? And we have Yin Yang, which also came out for pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 3, you, like I said, are being catapulted towards success. With the Six of Wands here, this is, like I said, success, recognition, achievement, being celebrated for all that you have accomplished. Excuse me. And I do feel like when it comes to whatever this is for you specifically, like I said, I feel like you've already been working towards this. You're already on this path. I feel like with the Eight of Swords being here, you could possibly be doubting yourself, okay? There may be some sort of like mental block happening with you, pile 3. Not that it's like necessarily blocking you from your success, but it is something that I think Spirit wants you to be aware of. It's your mindset. I do feel like some of you are probably doubting yourself, doubting your capabilities, doubting whether you're on the right path, doubting if, whatever this is, if it's going to bring that success that you're looking for, that you're craving, and I can tell you that it definitely is. It's coming in very, very quickly. And I think Spirit wants you to know this. It's coming. The success is coming. The recognition is coming. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt this path. Know that you're on the right path. Excuse me. With the Seven of Wands being here, this is really an energy of kind of protecting yourself from all that you've done. Not from all that you've done, protecting yourself and all of the things that you have done from any outside factors that are trying to disrupt this. And I think with you, pile 3, you have to protect yourself from yourself, in the sense that you have to protect yourself from your own mind, from the overthinking, from the ego, okay? or even just being overly logical. With yin yang here, this is about balance, a balance of masculine and feminine energy. And I think this is something that you definitely have within you, even with the Magician and the Mirror, because both of these cards are telling me that you have to be in a perfect space of harmony, of balance, of equilibrium to manifest this success that you're wanting to bring in. And you're so capable of this, pile 3. You're so capable of this. And I feel like with the 8 of Swords being here, you're kind of being thrown out of alignment by being just overthinking and being too logical or even too critical of yourself, of your path, and just doubting yourself, you know? So with the 7 of Wands being here, I almost feel like you have to kind of protect yourself from that energy of being just overly critical, too logical, and really remembering to maintain a sense of balance and a sense of equilibrium so that you can align with this 6 of Wands, with this success. And I do see it's coming in rather quickly, or it has the ability to come in rather quickly. I'm also being told that if you, and this is specific, so only take it if it resonates, if you've been struggling with like any kind of creative blocks, with the Ace of Wands being here, I do feel like there's some sort of an inspiration that's going to come to you, some sort of creative spark that is going to come to you. Spirit is saying, take it and run with it, okay? Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Take it and run with it, okay? Because I feel like your biggest enemy right now is your mind. It's the logical thinking. It's the ego. And it's just because it's throwing you off balance, you know? So Spirit is saying, you know, if you have some sort of spark, some sort of creative inspiration that just comes to you, take it and run with it, okay? Don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of it, okay? Don't be overly critical or overanalyze things. Don't think about all the ways in which it could go wrong. Just take it and run with it because it's going to lead you towards success. Like I said, that's very specific, so only take it if it resonates. So we're going to go ahead and get some more oracles for you. Pile number 3. What message does pile number 3 need to hear right now, Spirit? What message does pile 3 need to hear right now? We have emotions are running high with the supermoon. Okay. The supermoon. So I'm kind of seeing this as almost like a climax or like a peak of something, okay? And I think what's happening is you can feel that this success is right around the corner, pile 3. Like, I feel like you can probably feel it. You can sense it. But I feel like the ego is trying to come in as a way to protect you, okay? As a way to protect you, because that's what the ego is all about. It's about trying to protect you from disappointment, you know, things of that nature. I feel like you can feel that the success is right around the corner and your ego is kicking in full force, trying to protect you because there's a lot of unknowns, you know, with what's right around the corner. There's a lot of unknowns coming through. And your ego is essentially trying to force you to stay in this 8 of Swords energy of being like overanalyzing, overly critical, overthinking. Like I said, as a way to protect you. And Spirit is saying that is just totally not necessary. Okay, it's not necessary. What's right around the corner is so incredibly positive. Okay, it's so positive. It's the 6 of Wands. It's success, recognition. And this is something that I feel like I said, you've been working towards. Okay. So I think with emotions are running high, when you start falling into that energy of overthinking, being overly critical, overanalyzing, doubting yourself, that is the time when you need to center yourself and bring yourself back into a state of balance, into a state of harmony. Meditate, maybe do some breath work, whatever works for you to help you establish that sense of balance again, so that you can stay in alignment with this manifestation. I feel like things have to be so balanced within you, pile 3, that if you get kicked out of alignment, even just slightly, it can really kind of steer you off path a little bit, especially energetically. With the Magician being here, I think this has a lot to do with the fact that you are bringing this towards you. You are manifesting, you are attracting this success towards you. And so it's like the pathway has to stay open. And so when your ego is kicking you into this 8 of Swords of overthinking, overanalyzing, doubting yourself, it's like the path becomes blocked, So there's a really important, this is a really important message that Spirit's trying to get through to you, to remember to maintain that sense of balance within yourself. Okay, when you feel yourself starting to, come out of alignment or come out of balance, you're leaning more one way than the other, take time out, meditate, reflect, do breath work, whatever works for you, pile 3, to maintain that balance, okay? Maintain that balance is coming through very, very strongly. So let's get some more information here for you, pile number 3. Pile number 3. But I'm also just feeling like there's so much coming towards you all at once. There is a lot of energy coming towards you. And I think it's scaring your ego a little bit. Your ego's like, hold up, wait a minute. There's all of this energy coming towards us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is. And it almost makes you a little bit fearful, and it shows up in a way where you're doubting yourself, where you're overthinking things, you're creating a mental prison for yourself. And you don't have to be in that energy, you don't have to, you're not meant to, because you're aligning with something that is meant for you. Something that I know that you're wanting to bring in because you're manifesting it, with the Magician and the Mirror being here. Okay, let's see. For pile number 3, what message does pile 3 need to hear at this time? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? We have school. Okay. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. All right. So for some of you, you could be in school. Maybe you're getting ready to graduate from school. Maybe you've been contemplating going to school or learning something new. Take this as confirmation that that is the right path for you. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Maybe you're meant to be a teacher. For those of you that don't resonate with being a student, maybe you're meant to be a teacher of some sort, or maybe you're meant to learn something new. Maybe some of you are really working towards getting into a certain school or a certain program, I'm hearing. So for example, maybe you're trying to get into med school, or you're trying to get into an Ivy League or something of that nature. It could be something that's really competitive, okay? It could be something that's really competitive that you've been trying to work towards. Maybe you've been doing a lot of studying, and it's possible that you're really kind of overthinking things when in reality, you're ready, you're prepared, you have the knowledge, and you are going to be successful if this is the case. I know this message might not resonate with everyone here because it is very specific, but for those of you where that does resonate, you know, like, don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Like, you've got this in the bag, pile 3. You've got this in the bag, okay? Yeah. You're going to see that success that you're looking for. If you're trying to get into something, like, you're going to get into it. Like I said, it could be something that's very competitive, something that's really hard to get into for some of you, some sort of school, some sort of a program, could be anything like that. Or this could have to do with something that maybe you went to school for already, okay? Like, maybe you went to college for a certain profession, and now you're out and you're trying to find work or find a job within that field that you went to school for. It could be very competitive, you know. Have no worry, pile number 3. Don't worry. You are going to be successful, okay? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Let's finish off your message with some tea leaves now, pile number 3. What message does pile 3 need to hear right now? What message does pile 3 need to hear? Whoa, okay. So we have scissors, disappointment in some affair. I think this is like what you're anticipating. You're anticipating disappointment. You're anticipating something not working out. And that's just fear. It's the ego trying to hold you back, keep you from aligning with this achievement and this success as a way to protect you, like I said. But it's so important that you maintain that sense of balance, and not overthink things and not expect the worst, okay? It's really important that you expect the best. We have the bear. Danger, especially in money matters, okay? Bear. Now, for those of you where maybe you're trying to get into some kind of school or a program, this could be sort of like a warning to just like make sure you're taking care of your finances, okay? Make sure they're not like overcharging you, or like I'm hearing double charging you for anything. You know, things can happen, accidents can happen. So I am feeling, you know, this could just be like a message to just make sure you know where your money is going, okay? Check your statements. Just make sure that everything is in tip-top shape, okay? We also have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Absolutely. You are definitely coming out on top. Pile number 3, 100%. You are going to get over any kind of hurdle that you may be experiencing right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's mental. Okay, I think it's mental. And you know what? The bear can also just go back to the fact that I think some of you are just anticipating the worst. You know? And Spirit is saying, don't anticipate the worst, because then that's what you're going to align with. Your manifestation powers or abilities, pile number 3, are top notch. So what you think definitely becomes reality. So that's why it's so important and it's so critical that you have complete control over your mental space and you maintain this sense of balance, because I think the more negatively that you think, the more negativity you attract, because you are this magician, you are this manifester, you know? So that's why it's so important that you don't anticipate the worst, but rather anticipate the best. Let's get one more, please. What message does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What message? Okay. And lastly, we have mice, discord among friends or family. Okay. You know, it could be that you're wanting to kind of do things differently from the people around you, with the mice being here. Or there's like a lot of gossip happening with the mice being here. A lot of gossip about what you're doing, the path that you're on. And you know what? I don't think that this is necessarily negative, okay? But I do feel like people are going to be talking about you, not in a negative way, in a positive way with the Six of Wands. Your friends, your family, the people closest to you, I think are definitely going to be talking a lot about you, a lot about the path that you're on, the things that you're achieving. And it may be because you're doing things differently than maybe they anticipated, or you're doing things differently than what they initially hoped for you. So for example, maybe your parents wanted you to become a doctor, right? For example, your parents wanted you to become a doctor and go to school to become a doctor. It's possible that maybe you started down that path, but then you decided that it wasn't right for you. And maybe you decided to pursue something that's in the arts, for example. You know, maybe there was a lot of discord among your family, your parents about that choice, but you're coming out on top, pile 3 with the Six of Wands. And then they're going to be like, oh my goodness, well, pile 3 actually did it. Like, they're actually successful. This actually worked out for them, you know? It's almost like a surprise in a way, that this actually worked out for you. So it could even be like other people's expectations have played a role in this Eight of Swords energy, the way that you're viewing things, viewing yourself, or even doubting yourself. But have no fear, pile number 3, you are coming out on top with the Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. And it's almost like you're going to be able to prove yourself. You're proving yourself with this, and you're showing that you are fully capable. You were always fully capable of going after your dreams and pursuing what you wanted to do and manifesting this. And I think you're not only going to know this for yourself, but you're going to have something to show for it. You're going to be able to show the people closest to you, the people around you who maybe even doubted you, or maybe they just wanted you to do something different. You know, that could also be the case for some of you as well. But it's like you're going to have something to show for it, and you're being recognized for it. And it's like the people around you are like, wow, you really did that, pile 3. You really did that, and we're successful at it, you know? So yeah, that's very, very beautiful energy, pile number 3. Have no fear. You're going to be successful, okay? You definitely, definitely are. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, pile number 3. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and staying until the very end. If you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!